Hey, I'm Mark Goodman.
And I'm Alan Light.
On today's podcast, in celebration of International Guitar Month, Pete Townsend of The Who will join us.
Pete went deep with us into his relationship with the guitar and with music in general, the new Broadway version of Tommy. He clarified the status and the future of The Who, and much, much more.
Sound Up with Mark Goodman and Alan Light, the only music podcast that matters. Get it on Pandora, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Stevie Wonder definitely is unequivocally my favorite artist. He introduced me to the power of words, you know what I'm saying? And I think that kind of resonates probably with a lot of people as well as artists, you know what I'm saying? And he speaks to a hope and aspiration that should exist in all of us, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he speaks to the notion that love is much greater than the hate and the indecencies that, you know, we go through, and that given the opportunity, we could conquer all of these things that are in front of us. You know what I'm saying? Just a tremendous, tremendous musician, lyricist, singer. I mean, like I said, unequivocally my favorite artist. And there's not very many that I kind of would bend over backwards for. This man I would. He speaks to something that, you know, that artists just don't these days, you know, especially if they sing. It's almost like the singers are almost as bad as the rappers, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like they just hit you with a shock value type of thing. And Stevie speaks to something that's much greater than a dollar, than, you know what I'm saying, than even your position in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he speaks to just an upright walk that, you know, that when I look at you, I should see myself. You know what I'm saying? And that when I look at, you know, a young lady, I should see my sister or my mother or what have you, and even, you know, in the realms of a relationship, you know, to, you know, just how to love someone and how to love yourself. And these are things that really don't exist in music, unfortunately, at this point. And, you know, like, I hold this man in very, very high esteem, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I think a lot of artists do that have been around for a while, because they've grown to understand the power not only of their words, but of their actions. And sometimes, you know, the things that you put in the universe, you know, when you're young, you really don't see it. You know, you might say anything, you know what I'm saying? But life has a way of showing you what you said. And as you grow older, you know, you start taking these things into account. And I think Stevie saw this 30 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Even, you know, as a child, the things that he wrote as a child artist resonate, you know what I'm saying, just resonate. One of my favorite songs is a song that he wrote called Evil, and you know, it's literally a song written to evil, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, like, just conceptually, this man, and, you know, just the quintessential artist to me. Love him to death.
Hey, I'm Mark Goodman.
And I'm Alan Light.
On today's podcast, in celebration of International Guitar Month, Pete Townsend of The Who will join us.
Pete went deep with us into his relationship with the guitar and with music in general, the new Broadway version of Tommy. He clarified the status and the future of The Who, and much, much more.
Sound Up with Mark Goodman and Alan Light, the only music podcast that matters. Get it on Pandora, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.